wabarakatuh. I am Teacher Aquisah R. Maitum, your teacher in Math 7 first quarter, week 3 lesson. May I request you to prepare your Math 7 module, notebook, ballpen, and ruler. At the end of this video, the students are expected to define, compare, and arrange the order of integers. Perform fundamental operations on integers. And represents the absolute value of a number on a number line as the distance of a number from 0. Before we go further with our discussions, please answer first our 3 tests. This is multiple choice, and I'll give you 5 seconds to answer in each number.
Number 1. Time starts now. The answer is letter C. Next number. Time starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter B. Next number. Time starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter A. Very good. Next number. Time starts now. Time's up. The answer is letter C. Very good. Last number. Time starts now. The answer is letter B.
Very good. Now, if I ask you, how far is chair from the teacher's table? How about the distance between 2 chairs? Would you reply with a negative number? Of course, no. Why? Let's find out later. Just concentrate in our present lesson, which is the absolute value of a number and understanding integers. What is absolute value of a number? It is the distance from 0 to the given number on the number line. Look at the number 9. Remember that the distance between any 2 consecutive integers is 1 unit. Now, how far is 4 from 0? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units. How about negative 4 from 0? Let us count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units also. We have 2 numbers, negative 4 and positive 4, that are equidistant from 0. And that 4 units is the absolute value of negative 4 and the absolute value of positive 4. Always place in mind that opposite integers have the same absolute value, since they have the same distance from 0. Absolute value of an integer is always positive because there is no negative distance. It is denoted by open bar, the variable x, and the closed bar. Read as the absolute value of x.
Example. Represent absolute value of 7 on the number line. We have the number line the 0 and the positive 7. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The absolute value of positive 7 is positive 7. Next example. Represent absolute value of negative 5 on the number line. We have the number line, the 0, and the negative 5. Let us count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The absolute value of negative 5 is positive 5 because it talks about the distance from 0 to negative 5. It has 5 units. Okay, let us proceed to understanding integers. Integers are 0 and all the positive and negative whole numbers. A number line is a line drawn starting from 0 and which extends to both sides. Look at the number line. The negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 going to the left side are the negative integers, while 1, 2, 3 going to the right side are positive integers, and the middle one is the 0. Comparing integers. An integer is always less than to the numbers on its right side and greater than to numbers on its left side. Example, negative 4 is less than on its right side, negative 3. Another example, negative 2 is less than on its right side, positive 1. How about the greater one? Example, 3 is greater than on its left side, negative 4. Another, negative 1 is greater than on its left side, negative 6. Okay, more examples. Negative 5 is less than 0. So, negative 5 ay nasa kaliwa ng 0. Kaya, negative 5 is less than 0. Next example, negative 2 is less than positive 2. Take note, negative 2 is not equal with positive 2. The correct relation is negative 2 is less than positive 2. Okay, 3 is greater than negative 1. 3 ay nasa kanan ng negative 1. Kaya, 3 is greater than negative 1. So, in symbol, straighten below. Again, negative 1 is greater than negative 7. How about negative 3? So, negative 3 is equal to negative 3. Okay, ordering integers. Ascending order, integers are arranged from least to greatest. Example, arrange the integers for negative 6, negative 3, 12, 0, and negative 23 in ascending order. Meaning, you have to arrange the numbers from lowest number to highest number. So, what is the lowest number? We have the negative 23, followed by negative 6, negative 3, 0, 4, and the positive 12. While descending order, integers are arranged from greatest to least. Example, arrange the integers negative 19, 8, negative 3, negative 11, positive 24, and negative 32 in descending order. So, you are going to arrange it from highest number to lowest number. What is the highest one? We have the 24 followed by 8. Next is negative 3, negative 11, negative 19, and the last one is negative 32. Okay. Let us proceed to fundamental operations on integers. The rule for the addition, integers that have same sign is pretty straightforward. Meaning, you have to add the two numbers together and maintain the sign. Example, 12 plus 13 is positive 25. They have all positive signs, so the result is positive 25. Next example, negative 9 plus negative 8. Like signs, so add it directly. So the answer is negative 17. Okay. Next example, what is the sum of negative 5, negative 24, and negative 31? So, they have like signs, so all you have to do is to add directly the number. The answer is negative 62. Bring the negative sign. Okay, for the two unlike signs, integers with different signs, ignore the signs at first and subtract the smaller number from the larger. The final sum will maintain the sign of the larger addend. Example, negative 7 plus 9 is positive 2. You have to ignore the signs and subtract the smaller number from the greater one. 9 minus 7 is positive 2 because the sign of the greater addend is positive. Next, 7 plus negative 9. This is unlike signs again. So, 9 minus 7 is negative 2. The sign of the greater addend is negative. That's why the final answer is negative 2. Next example, negative 24 plus 18. Unlike signs again. So, the result is negative 6 because the sign of the greater addend is negative. 24 minus 18 is 6. Okay. What is the sum of negative 32, 27, and negative 49? Okay, so what will you do? You combine first the like signs. So you have to add first negative 32 and negative 49. What is the answer? It is negative 81. Like signs, add it directly. So negative 81 plus 27. This is unlike signs. Subtract the smaller number from the greater. 81 minus 27 is negative 54. The sign of the greater addend is negative. Okay? What is the rule for subtraction? Change the sign of the subtrahend and then follow the rules of addition. Example, negative 57 minus 31. What is the subtrahend in this example? So, it is the positive 31. So, change that positive to negative 31. So, nagiging like signs, so add it directly. So, the answer is negative 88. According to the rule of addition, if it is like signs, you add directly the number. Okay, so negative 88. Next example, negative 57 minus negative 31. This is negative 31, change it to positive 31. Unlike signs, so what will you do? Subtract the smaller from the greater. 57 minus 31 is negative 26. The sign of the greater addend is negative. That's why the final answer is negative 26. Next example, 124 minus negative 235 is, change the sign of the subtrahend so it becomes positive 235. The subtrahend is the negative 235 and change it to positive 235. Add directly the number because like signs. So the answer is positive 359. Next example, negative 124 minus negative 235. The subtrahend is the negative 235. Change it to positive 235. So this is unlike signs. 235 minus 124 is positive 111. The sign of the greater addend is positive. Next example. Negative 124 minus positive 235. Change positive 235 to negative and follow the rules of addition. So negative 124 plus negative 235, like signs, add directly the number. So the answer is negative 359. Bring the sign of the numbers. Did you get it? Okay. Let us proceed to multiplication and division. What is the rule? When you multiply or divide two like signs, the product or quotient will be positive. Example, 5 times 7 is positive 35. Two positive signs, like signs, the result is positive 35. Next, negative 5 times negative 7. Two like signs, the result is positive 35. Next example, negative 42 divided by negative 7. Two like signs, the result is always positive 6. Okay, how about not two like signs? Okay, so multiply negative 2, negative 1, negative 3, negative 1, and negative 2. So what will you do is to count first the negative factors. How many negative factors? There are 5 negative factors. So if the negative factors is odd number, so the result is always negative. So when you multiply that, the result is negative 12. Okay, next example. Negative 2 times negative 1 times negative 3 times negative 2. How many negative factors? There are 4. And that 4 is an even number. So, if it's even number, the result is always positive. So, when you multiply it, the result is positive 12. Okay. Another example, what is the product of integers 2, negative 3, 1, negative 2, and negative 5? Okay, how many negative factors? There are 3. So 3 is odd number, the result is negative. The sign of the product is negative. 2 times negative 3 times 1 times negative 2 times negative 5 is negative 60. Do you understand? Okay, very good. How about two unlike signs? So when you multiply or divide two unlike signs, the product or quotient will be negative always. Example, negative 2 times 5. Two unlike signs. The result is always negative. So, negative 10. How about 13 times negative 8? Two unlike signs. The result is negative 104. Next example. Negative 12 divided by 4. Two unlike signs. The result is negative 3. 12 divided by negative 4. So the result, two unlike signs, the result is negative 3.
Do you understand? Okay, let us have our exercises. Please answer number 1 up to 3. And I'll give you 20 seconds to answer.
Time starts now. Time's up. The answer for number 1 the absolute value of negative 8 is positive 8. We have the number line, the 0, and the negative 8. It has 8 units. For number 2, 32, 9, 5, negative 12, negative 19, and negative 54. Number 3, negative 8 is less than negative 5 or negative 5 is greater than negative 8. Okay, excellent. For number 4 and 5, I'll give you 20 seconds to answer again. Time starts now. Time's up. The answer for number 4 is positive 27. Number 5 is negative 1.
So, you have learned in this video that the absolute value of a number is the distance from 0 to the given number on the number line. Integers are 0 and all the positive and negative whole numbers. Ascending order, integers are arranged from least to greatest, while descending order, integers are arranged from greatest to least. And the rules of fundamental operations on integers. Since you have learned everything in this video, then please answer our assessment.
Okay, for the assessment, read carefully each question and choose the letter of the correct answer. I'll give you 10 seconds to answer. Time starts now. Time's up. The answer for number 1 is A, number 2 is B, and number 3 is letter B again. Excellent. For number 4 up to number 10, I'll give you 30 seconds to answer. Time starts now. Time's up. The answer for number 4 is negative 14, negative 7, negative 3, 0, 2, and positive 9. For number 5, negative 65, number 6, 29, number 7, 13, number 8, 100, 9, negative 36, and for the last number is negative 1.
Alhamdulillah and congratulations. You got it. Thank you for watching, and remember, every problem there is a solution. Just keep on solving. Bye!